Hello, fellow kids. Are you tired of the mean people on the internet but don't want to grow a pair? Well, guess what? Uncle Yemix will show you a trick or two that I pattern as Gank Wank Be Gone. So much like every crush you've ever had, the open mode trolling human wretches will hate you after you implement these simple tricks. Once in a while while streaming, I go in open to give the folks a chance to, well, test or rather abuse the poor little space Latvian. But, as many of you know, when you're not expecting it, getting ganked is often the main cause of what we call Frontier Forums, amazing welcoming community that's so very kind and nice. I would definitely recommend going there as much as I would recommend getting your ball sack caught in a wood chipper. Anyways, over some time I've observed this creature called PvP Pilot, and that malformed bastardization they refer as Ganker. And you know, I have learned a few ways to annoy them, even if you get killed, which let's be frank is mostly guaranteed anyways. So, while that happens, let's make their lives as hard as their daddies get when they see them sleep. Fucking Jesus, I think I'm starting to lose it. Oh well, maybe I can start working at Vatican then. Right, you misshapen armchair vegetables, it's time to start! And what a better way to see a ganker spaz out like a teenage girl seeing Justin Bieber, and that's by using the docking computer. I shit you not, this, for some weird reason, make a select kind of elitist within the community start frothing at the mouth like a pug with rabies. It's like the absolute wannabe tryhards can't accept the simple fact that Elite is not a PvP game. Only. For some weird reason, there are idiots like this that think that accessibility features are a bad thing, especially on a ship that you would attempt to gank. So equip this module and watch the low end of evolutionary branch twitch in pain. Oh, and just so you know, I have equipped and constantly run advanced docking computer on my Vulture, the second most maneuverable ship in the game. No, not because it needs it, because, well, clearly it's the second most maneuverable ship and doesn't need that. No, it's just for the hate tells. Yes. Next up then is a fun ship. Now, if you know that someone is coming after you, but you still want to play in open, well, there is a ship build that for normal PvP players is simply easy to take down, but seems to be near impossible to kill for a ganker. And that's the speed build. Pick a Viper, Imperial Eagle or Courier and engineer maximum speed on it, with enough power distributor to recharge for enough of a boost. Oh, and shields as low as possible, just for extra survivability. The thing is, this is a super easy ship to kill, but it's cheap, and so you can have fun running away and waste the time of someone who knows only to operate railguns with those stubby sausage fingers, as you boost and zoom away. This seems like an especially irritating technique for a few specimens I got to go against the other day, which makes it even funnier. I mean, this is a really easy ship to kill, yet I guess the skill to do so is not in the lower tier wannabes' arsenal. Okay, well, let's say you want to fight back a little bit. Well, everyone runs around with a beefcake shield so thick that if they were condoms, you'd be sucking on reinforced polycarbonate joysticks all day. Now, this is tricky to implement, but reverb, cascade mines, and torpedoes are pretty great to have on your side. While a seasoned pilot will know how to avoid most, all it takes is just a few good hits. And that bubble comes down, the rage-induced brain hemorrhage starts, and stomped keyboards get thrown out of the window at the near sight of a ship with such weapons. Even the simple fact of having them equipped will tense up the chattiest of gankers. Oh, but you know, you don't need to fight them. Be zen, my friends. You can win by just remaining calm and even staying still. Don't feed the bully, as the idiotic and ignorant parents and teachers say. It works. No, seriously, this time it works. All you need is a wingbait. The one friend that makes your life worth living for and because of. But as for Elite, well, basically, bitch slap the aggressors with Heelys for feelies. You see, every griefer who thinks they're hot shit will devolve before your eyes by witnessing the majestic circle jerk with a friend. The healing beams or that other regenerative effect are so powerful that I have shown multiple times how OP as fuck it is. This will make killing either one of you impossible, even with a full wing of 4 or even more. Sure, exceptions exist, but the basic idea is to show how far above you are. When one of you gets pulled, unzip your pants, embrace your friend, and start jacking it. The spectacle of the testicle movement is sure to produce some interesting messages from the onlookers, I guarantee. Oh, and finally, do you want to exploit the game, but in a legit way? Well, all it takes is a fighter. Now, because developers literally don't give a shit about anything in Elite that is not game-crashing broke, too well-paying, or the latest feature that they just released, they won't bother fixing anything else. And I mean, anything. Which is why using ship launch fighters after a little while causes network instability and produces the phenomenon we call rubber banding. While on your screen everything happens normally. Thanks to quality code on everyone else's screen, everything seems to glitch out, causing the non-registered hits, erratic movement, and more. And all that because a fighter is still existing in the instance. Genius! So, if you really want to troll and annoy your potential assailant, just spread your legs, squeeze out the network's nature's mistake, and enjoy the show, as the ganker tries to sift through your afterbirth to hit you. Here you can run away, or maybe even kill them if able. Maybe even just having a fighter will deter them from attacking you in the first place. Well, unless they can kill your fighter fast. In which case, you're screwed. In any case, let me know down below if there are any other tricks or ways to avoid or maybe make the life of a ganker as miserable as possible. So, if you enjoyed, of course, do subscribe and maybe leave a Care Bear comment down below how running away is bad or using SLF is cheating. Well, feed me your tears. I still use docking computer regardless. Oh, and of course, do share and check out my Patreon if you care to support my shenanigans. But as is for now, well, there are some asshole tips you can look at and have fun with that too.